So I
The
was,
products, projects, we can workshop that.
yeah.
Chop.
I mean, I'm sure we'll probably rebrand at some point in the future. So, and everything will go out the window.
Are you sure we're gonna rebrand? I'm pretty sure we're stuck as we are.
Yeah, it depends on. I don't know. The fact that we have the symbols or the name D&D in our name might force us to rebrand because of Hasbro.
Shit.
Points. You got a point there.
Can't
If
even
we
call
ever
it.
make money, they might get pissed at us.
Can't even call a D&D channel a D&D channel.
Well, yeah, because that's copyrighted. It's kind of why, like, Critical Role, it's the number one, like, watch D&D group. They don't have D&D in their name. So.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a darn shame.
Yep, Hasbro money grubbers. I mean, yeah, you guys all know about what recently happened like the last year with Paizo, and they're trying to like prevent people from or trying to call royalties on people like using D&D as like that whole thing.
I've heard briefly about some sort of debacle that really delved too far into that. Learning more about the specifics.
Long story short, they're like, you can't use like D&D in like people making YouTube videos or streams stuff unless you're gonna pay us royalties, even though it was under the fair use policy or whatever. And Paizo fought back, and it was like, no, we were there when we wrote the motherfucker. Fuck you, you can't change that. And everyone else was fighting back, so they dropped it. And then, but to step further, Paizo, who makes Pathfinder, they like the Pathfinder 1 was pretty similar to 3.5, like terminology and wise. And they just came out with Pathfinder 2. They completely reworked Pathfinder 2 to not include anything that has like the same names as D&D. So, just as
It only comes down to the fact that if we actually start making money, it'll be a problem. As long as we're lowbrow as we are, it won't be an issue. But if we ever get like super famous, we'll have to go through and change all our titles.
Yeah. It just Hasbro bought Wizards of the Coast and decided, hey, we're gonna milk this cow dry. And then everyone's like, oh yeah, how does my pitchfork taste? And the people won.
Nice.
With the help of Paizo. So, yeah.
All right.
Also, I was gone all week. I had some work I needed to get out, and then I was gone all week because of a conference after being sick last week. And needless to say, my work's not done. But I tell you, it's nice to rent a car just to go on a conference when you know you're getting paid back for it.
That's cool.
One of those like, how has my company pissed me off lately? Am I going to try to milk as much money out of it? Maybe.
It kind of makes you think of a trip I had in the Army. There was a travel budget. And anything we didn't use, just go back to the Army. And the guys I was with were we all just agree we're gonna go out to bars and stuff and eat lots of nice food and live it up.
Yeah, might as well. If it's on the company dime.
Yeah.
There is one.
It's not like they give you a pat on the back for having leftover cash.
Yeah.
No, there's no pat on the back for that.
There's one thing that I learned the last time I went on this trip. Like generally, like if I go out to eat, they'll pay for the food. But if I order drinks, they won't pay for the drinks. So I have to order it separately. Except our policy is like, if it's under $25, I don't need a receipt. If I go out to eat and have a beer and it comes in at $24.50, I'm good. I don't need to provide any proof for the day. Or if you're at the hotel bar and you order a drink, you may or may not be able to charge it to the room, and it may or may not show up as the restaurant and not a bar. So if they dive deeply into the charge codes, who's to say you got alcohol or you just ordered room service?
Interesting.
Versus like a
Interesting.
receipt, you know, if you order a receipt from a bar, it has itemized like what drinks you had. Versus on the hotel slip, it's just like, oh yeah, the restaurant name, charge. So it's like,
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Or there's a restaurant where all the items are named stuff like dry erase markers or like replacement pencil sharpener or whatever, just so you can itemize the receipt, send it in, just be like, yeah, no, it was totally above board.
I like that.
That's funny.
That is, I wanted to open a, I want to open a restaurant like that now.
Dry erase markers, the restaurant.
It's just like assorted office supplies. Just, yeah.
All the crayons. That sounds like a restaurant name.
Love it.
Yeah.
Might be stepping on toes with a restaurant that serves crayons. I think you just know who you'd expect as a clientele.
The Marines?
That's what I was about to say, Marines.
I didn't say anything.
I was just asking. I've heard
Fair question.
something.
Yeah, they eat crayons. It's true.
And it tastes, and the color, and it tastes red.
It tastes
Well,
red
here's
if
the
they
thing.
see it.
If you
If they-
take white chocolate and some food dye and you mold crayons out of it and then put those in a Crayola box, no one would know.
Is the
They'd
Crayola
be
box?
so busy trying to ignore you that they wouldn't take a closer look at the crayons you're eating.
I mean, they do make sugar paper, so you can even take it a step further, and they have the paper lining. The
Absolutely.
the box could, if you really wanted to, the box could be made out of like graham cracker.
If you want to just eat the box too, sure, why not?
Someone just walks up
like-
to you, start bothering you, you just take a huge bite out of the box. Yeah, I was done with those crayons.
I like the idea of just making mundane objects out of like actual candy and stuff, and just eating it in front of people, just seeing their reactions.
Oh, he must have missed that whole trend on TikTok. When
What, the month where everything was cake?
yeah,
Oh boy,
they literally
I don't watch.
they were baking cake and like shaping it into all the different things. Like all of a sudden you go up and someone has a knife to like a pair of Jordans and just cut right through it. It's cake. So,
Oh jeez.
so then memes after that were like me going around with a knife testing to see what all is cake in the world.
As far as trends go, that one's actually not bad.
Yeah, but it turns out most things are not cake, and if you go around with a knife, they stop you pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right.
Suppose that's enough
okay.
chat.
So fellas, kind of a lot happened last time. So let me know if any of this needs to be expanded upon, if I jogged your memory properly, or if there's things I've missed. All right. Last time on Powerless, our heroes continue to navigate the labyrinth of memory. Sledgehammer Disco had the misfortune of bearing witness to the memories of Gunshow, performing firearm maintenance. The
Yeah.
memory, yeah. The memory was disturbing enough that Sledge left as quickly as he could and wound up in a memory of his own within the next room. In the room, he was arguing with the police chief over the entertainer case. He was being removed from the. Sledge had invested too much time into the case and argued for a while before storming out of the precinct, only to hear the ring of a telephone booth in the dark of the night. Since nobody else was answering it, Sledge followed his gut and picked up the phone, only to hear a voice mutter an address before hanging up. He also noticed a card was holding the booth door open, and a red balloon that was tied to the booth was floating away. Sledge took the card, but not before snapping it in half while checking to see if it was a trap. Didn't appear to be, it just broke. Sparkstorm had heard a voice mentioning that it would find a host for the mechanizer, the Sparkstorm's memory. He then saw, well, his perception of a memory. He then saw the memories of a young girl at her computer. As far as Sparkstorm could tell, she was spending all her time by the computer, not even sleeping for days. Eventually, he heard her brother interrupt, calling her name. She was called Violet. When Sparkstorm regained control, he took some old comic books before moving on. Frequency once again saw the memories of Anubis. The boy was crying in his room, watching news in the dark in his empty house. The news host mentioned that a small percentage of people across the world had been morphed into animal-like creatures, and that if anybody sees one of them, they should call the police or a local hero. Regaining control of himself, Frequency could see that Anubis was covering his face and crying. Frequency knows that he looked like some kind of dog person and recalled the mind wave from when he faced down Cthulhu in Neptunia. It seems the curse that Cthulhu was casting on the world had partially succeeded. Still upset with Anubis, Frequency struck the apparition of him, but his foot passed right through. But not before something grabbed him. Rising from the curled-up vision of Anubis was something that looked like Gizmo Girl, albeit dark and twisted like the infected. Assuming this to be an infected Gizmo Girl, Frequency used the Star Force of Freedom on her, only for it to have absolutely no effect. The thing... Yes? Okay. The thing briefly fought Frequency, and as Frequency stabbed it relentlessly, it whispered in his ear, "I won't be just a memory," before slipping away into the ground. Okay. Somebody want to interject? No? Okay, I thought I heard somebody about to talk. As for...
Going insane.
Oh, maybe. As for Sparkstorm, he saw things from the memories of what seemed to be Gadget Man. He was in his cave, speaking to a voice in his computer. It was accusing him of murdering her. He brushed it off, stating that he couldn't let the mechanizer get too attached to a host. It was for her own good, and that he would find a more suitable host. The voice retaliated by materializing through the screen, kind of like The Ring, and telling Gadget Man that he no longer cared about being a villain, and that Violet isn't dead, and that he is now a hero. Gadget Man stops arguing with the voice and agrees without question. He even suggests getting new costumes. And I believe Sparkstorm just left that room. I don't remember him doing anything in there. Sledgehammer Disco next found himself in a strange room filled with rows upon rows of human-sized incubation tanks dripping with black fluid. Within the room was what looked like Gizmo Girl and Anubis, but Gizmo Girl looked twisted. She was telling Anubis that moderators aren't special and that together they could create an army of them to bring to Earth and spread the greatness of Anubis. Anubis seemed a bit uncomfortable with the idea, but he agreed. The Gizmo Girl look-alike quickly lunged at Sledgehammer Disco when it noticed him, but he was quick enough to leave the room before he was attacked. Then all the heroes reconvened in the central room with all these structures waiting for offerings. All right, Sparkstorm did take a knife from the drawer of Violet during his vision of her. He considered using that as the offering, but he and Frequency worked together to make an offering of Frequency's new sword by enchanting it with the respawn enchantment using some pure dualium. So that the sword could be placed in the hands and then summoned back to Frequency's possession at will at a later time. Um, Whether you consider this a ruse or not, the statue did not consider it a ruse and took the offering. Um, as for the card, Sledgehammer, there was a statue trying with his fingers poised, looking for like something slim and narrow to fit inside like a card. There were a few options. There was some key cards and stuff from various memories, but the least valuable one was the card that Sledgehammer Disco had, and he ruined it. He couldn't fit it back in, and the party more or less decided they were going to try and find another card-like object. There was also one with his hands open looking for a comic book. The heroes had plenty of those. They put a comic book in there. It was satisfied with that.
Signed comic book of Sledgehammer.
Yep. And yeah, okay, there was one more with his hands splayed open, kind of like in a generic receiving gesture, like it was just waiting for something to be put in his hands. There was no clear indication of exactly what it wanted. It wasn't specific, hand position. So at 2 out of 4 offerings complete, our heroes decided to continue traveling through memories in this labyrinth to find something suitable. Frequency decided he didn't want to, and he was just going to wait for them to come back. So
I do have one correction on order of memories. The memory with the drippy lady and all the tubes was after what was it? Sledgehammer's second dive into these memories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was the second of 2 dives. The first one was somehow more traumatizing than all these people in tubes and piles of viscera. I think you
Yeah?
remember exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the one with gun show.
Oh, no. The one where so
Oh,
in this memory, he
yeah.
wakes up, here's a struggle downstairs. I'll let you continue that one.
Okay, right. There's
Ugh.
more to recap. Okay, so our heroes actually did investigate a few more rooms while Frequency was waiting. Okay, yeah, it was pretty brutal. Well, first let's start with what Sparkstorm saw. He saw Violet and Victor, younger versions of them, watching news on TV, arguing briefly about who was the sidekick between Gadget Man and Gizmo Girl before, well, surprise, surprise, Villain appeared. He seemed to be stuck in a loop of running into this room over and over again and was frustrated because he didn't see any value in this particular room. He's more or less confused about why he kept showing up here and why this was even worth seeing. He and Sparkstorm discussed for a while, about some things, Sparkstorm tried to kind of figure out what his whole deal was, and Villain was kind of evasive.
After the
kind of-
100th time of him showing back up here, it's like, well, maybe we can have a conversation.
Yeah, oh yeah, he did try leaving many times right in front of Sparkstorm. In fact, he did that light speed motion, that thing that he does where he just zips forward immediately, but he did that like so many times it's like watching a fan spin and it almost looks like it's going backwards. And Sparkstorm kind of just watched him pass through the room like 100 times within a second before it kind of just stopped and they started talking. Yeah, I can't remember if he said anything groundbreaking, but you did kind of reminisce a bit on your history. He was in a school with you for a while.
Most of what we talked about, Sparkstorm didn't know yet. Frequency probably knew it all, but
did mention that you probably don't have the fondest memories of him as a classmate. He was a bit of a bully before just skipping school all entirely. But yeah, you did kind of give him a hint on, like, maybe just think about the opening chamber. Maybe focus on a room instead of just moving around. And you left him with that, hoping that maybe he would find his way into the chamber with you guys once you got back.
Specifically, frequency. It was my gift to
Mhm.
frequency.
As for Sledgehammer Disco, what he saw was definitely the most unsettling thing of all the memories. He woke up in the eyes of a small child and more or less witnessed the brutal murder scene of what looked like the entertainer, you know, into a hat and trying to throw the boy into a hat from the perspective of Sledgehammer Disco. And from his perspective, he activated ability, blasting it through the eye, shouting for his sister, Violet. Um, because from his perspective, he saw another body sitting in the darkness, in a hallway. The entertainer kind of slunked away into the darkness, picked up the body as a human shield, made some entertainment puns. Oh, this is real eye opening, he said, with his eye fucking punched out by this energy attack that Kid Victor just used on him, before throwing the body at him and jumping into the hat. So yeah, Sledgehammer Disco basically just watched Violet and his mom get killed. And regaining control of his memories, he was able to take one of the entertainer's cards, which turned out to be kind of like throwing stars, but they're shaped like cards, pulled it out of Violet's neck, and was about to leave before the memory kind of distorted, and he saw Victor once again kind of just standing inside the house, and Violet seemed to be okay, and she was whispering in his head, everything's normal, mom's fine, I'm not dead. Even if anything did happen, you're powerless to change anything. Which is very kind of a strange thing to see as he's leaving the room. And he just kind of felt this sense of frustration and unease from Victor the whole time. I believe that was the last thing that we had happen.
Well, after that, it was the room with the tubes.
Oh, the room with the tubes happened after that, right?
And yeah, Sledge had enough of this shit. It's like, oh, okay, you're still moving. Neat. Bye. That was some of the most fucked up shit. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it was pretty disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I felt a bit uneasy just writing it, but I'm like, oh, this is what happens.
yeah.
All right.
I
So
don't
that
have
brings
any
us to
corrections, but 2 notes. I was doing something and that. Oh no, he was barking. So we only went through one of my rooms, and we're supposed to do 2. So we were halfway through my room when you switched to Sledgehammer's second room. We're gonna start with my second one.
all right.
And 2, I don't know. I was just thinking of this while doing the recap, but it made me think of Scott Pilgrim. Is this Neo Gizmo Girl?
What do you mean Neo Gizmo Girl? I haven't seen Scott Pilgrim in a while.
It's like you have Mario and you have Neo Mario, which is like the evil Mario. Is this?
Oh,
But generally Mario's Mario, but that like colored. But then Neo Mario is just shades of black.
yeah, I can't answer that. Not yet.
It's just a sound of what you've been describing this other Gizmo Girl. I'm like, we fighting Neo Gizmo Girl? God damn it.
All right. Okay. So, what was the first part of your room? Because I got to go to it. I got to find it.
No, I was just leaving the room with Villain,
Oh, okay.
but it was already late,
All
so
right.
we're like, yeah, we'll do it next time.
All right. So we pick back up. You guys are still trying to traversing the labyrinth. Frequency is not doing anything, so we're pick back up with Sparkstorm.
It was too. I was peeing on a statue.
Frequency. Do you want to, explain to us exactly how that carries out?
No, I pee on a statue.
Ladder
Okay.
of Hol- Is that a thing?
Ladder of what?
Bladder of holding?
Oh, bladder folding. Okay, so Frequency's adventure continues with him peeing on a statue, and then we continue with Sparkstorm. All right, so next room you wind up in, Sparkstorm, is...
By the way, today I also ordered their queso with chorizo on top. Check this out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can get their queso dip, and you can get chorizo or steak on top. And I kind of like. I get the steak taco, so I'll get the chorizo. I'm hoping that by the time I get back, Villain has finally escaped the room, and is not. I come back to seeing a laser dagger in the side of him, because that's what Frequency wants to do.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Sure, he's gonna make it harder than that for me to actually snap him, but I'm gonna try.
All right.
Oh, I'm just picturing the smile on your face when you do it, and I'm like, yeah, worth it.
Wait a second. I'm actually having trouble finding this one.
Dude, we didn't start it. I just know that you're like, yeah, there was another one that I wanted. There's like one more that you wanted.
Yeah,
Stick
okay, I
stick.
found it. I actually have a lot of rooms. I don't know if we're going to get to all of them. All right, so from your perspective, Sparkstorm, you are sitting in a darkly lit room looking at a large computer. You're reviewing footage of your previous mission. You understand that you are Gadget Man, the guardian of Century City. Your trusty partner, Gizmo Girl, stands beside you. She says to you, let me move you to a new room, too. Here we go. You are... Here's Sparkstorm.
Where's here?
Lower left, pinging.
Oh, down there.
Gizmo Girl says...
yeah.
Gizmo Girl says to you, it feels good, right? You turn your head, confused. Being a hero, helping people, fighting bad guys? Of course. We're heroes. We were made for this. Why ask? She turns to you and holds a hand out as an aura of pixels emit from her palm. Well, I'm not asking you. Mr. Nada, answer the question. Roll a will save, Sparkstorm.
Oh, Lord. Yep. Exactly what I thought.
17?
A 13.
13? Oh, okay. You take -2 temporary will save as you feel your mind wrench in pain. Feel like entire life flashes by you, replaced with another one.
Again? Jesus.
and you regain your mind. You reach out to her and wrap your hand over her head. You feel an urge to crush her skull, but you know that what you see isn't real, and besides, you've already tried. Why do you keep doing this? You make me believe I'm somebody else. Give me a life of memories. I feel like I'm two different people. You say. I haven't changed who you are, she says calmly, even as your hands are clasped around her head. You grew up as scum, a no-good villain who had delusions of grandeur. You killed me and my family, but I've given you a different perspective. You could have been a hero whenever you wanted. You wanted to be a supervillain, to make the world bend its knee. But now they love you. You release your hands and you take a seat. You feel a conflicting swirl of shame and rage. You underestimated how powerful the Star Force was, and now you feel powerless to take back your life. But do you even want to? I'll ask again. Does it feel good? She repeats herself. Your voice trembles. I don't hate it. That's a start, she says, before waving her hand, and you feel half your memories fade into the shadows of your mind. Once again, you are, and, as far as you know, have always been Gadget Man, a hero sworn to justice. And then go find out where Sledgehammer is going.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Yeah, that. Oh, right. Oh, you have control of your body again. I forgot.
So, am I realizing that Tony Nada is Gadget Man? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Was I looking at this from an outside point of view or third person, or was like
It felt like you were. It felt like you were Gadget Man the whole time. You felt the anguish, the mental agony, all of it, as he felt it.
so then he has Star Force powers?
He does. Yes, he does.
I don't know how to process this right now. I'm a little bewildered because I'm pretty sure I did not know that Gadget Man was Tony Nada. Pretty sure.
I mean, you've seen him unmasked before in his the Gizmo Grotto.
I don't think you stated that he was Tony Nada because we haven't actually met Tony Nada in this universe.
Oh, I haven't stated that.
No.
No, he had a different alias that he went by.
Yeah, he was the butler. That's what he referred to himself as. He was Gizmo Girl's butler.
I know of Tony Nada because he's on the news.
Yeah, he's the bad guy on the news.
Yeah, but then
for Donnie's point. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I did just remember something. He did state that Tony Nada vanished when the robots started appearing. So there were kind of hints, but we didn't know that Gizmo Man was Tony Nada. He always just referred to himself as the butler.
Yeah, now it's a slap in the face. Like, hey, dipshit, you didn't know this? Are they in the grotto?
Yeah, you actually recognize the room. It seems, I don't know, a bit more brightly lit than last time you were there.
I'm sure it's been recently used. Last time we were there, like, they weren't really using it that much. I want to look around, see if I can find some key cards to play with his stuff when I get back. Something of sentimental value, or like not necessarily sentimental, but like could be sentimental value for me. Of like, yeah, I remember this thing now. A lot has happened, you know. I don't want to forget these memories. of not mine.
All right. Roll knowledge. I mean, roll perception.
And also, how long does this debuff to my will save have last?
Till next long rest.
An 8. And that one, so 8.
Oof. Okay, so
I'll take a 20. I don't give a shit.
all right, you spent a little bit of time. You see that Gadget Man had actually taken off his helmet, and it's kind of just sitting on the top of the desk of the computer, but you don't see anything small. His face, though, it does seem a bit more stiff than a normal person's.
Are there any, like, key cards or anything in here that I could take?
You don't notice anything. I mean, you rolled low as shit, and most of the stuff in here seems to be wireless or integrated.
Alright, then I try to take the helmet.
All right. You lift up the helmet and roll reflex.
Yeah, 1 second. A 9.
Oof. Okay, so you just got hit by something. You feel something rake at your back. Taking 7 and 4 physical damage. It's 2 different dice rolls, and you turn around to see where Gizmo Girl was standing. Now this thing stands.
I hold the helmet. I turn, I look, and when I sigh, I'm like, who the hell are you? You said 7 and 4. Okay, that's 11.
Nah, I said it separately in case you had damage reduction.
Oh no, I know. But
Okay.
I just want to know the total. Yeah.
All right. It just simply responds, "You shouldn't be here."
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't want to be here either.
It's prepared to fight. It's approaching you with its hands kind of like just morphed to razor blades. It's got this wicked grin with black ooze coming out of its mouth.
I put my hand up and I say, stop. No need to slice my back and shit like that. You asked me to leave, I would have happily left. I don't want to be here any more than you want to be here.
No, it's too late to leave. You will become part of Apophis.
My hand starts glowing and says I'm prepping an electric shock. And I say, I'm sorry, part of what?
Well, roll initiative because it's about to attack you.
Well, if it's attacking me, it's getting an electric bolt to the face.
All right. Oh, you get
19.
Okay, you're up first.
Yeah, I'm holding my action as reflective action. Not reflective. Reactive action.
All right.
I am trying to shock it with enough power to force paralysis if she comes at me. And I ask her, I'm sorry, would you the force of what? Would you say again?
Well, hold on. Let's see if you succeed first. So she lunges at you.
Wait, it's still my turn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were role playing.
No, I am, but like, I don't have any reason to attack her first, but I am talking to her before she takes a turn.
She doesn't respond right away. She just kind of lunges at you.
No, I'm meta-wise. You said the force of Alakis. What the hell
Oh,
did you say?
Apophis. I said Apophis.
The what of Apophis?
Be consumed, become part of Apophis.
Oh, I say. So what is this Apophis that you're talking about?
You're asking me, Sparkstorm.
No,
You
that
have
part's role playing. Like I'm trying to ask her so she doesn't attack me, but if she attacks me,
Do
then
you have a moment to hear about our
Lord
dark
and Savior
virus
Apophis.
Oh, okay. She doesn't seem interested in going into details. She's about to attack you.
bad missionary?
She'll get the point across one way or another.
Is an 18 hit?
If she lunges, then I get attack her first.
Okay.
As it's a reactionary. Ooh, that's dope. A 23.
Okay. That hits.
72. And then a 27.
83. 98.
Those both hit.
1,072.
She takes 45 electric damage coursing through her.
Yep. That shuts her up pretty good. She gets blasted and she kind of just seizes up a little bit. I'm gonna have her roll a save. So 19 past your power save.
My power effect save?
Yeah.
Power effect 21.
Nope. Okay, she is stunned and kind of just you see the black tar and this oil kind of like shooting up, kind of like the blood inside of it is trying to escape the body that it inhabits. You hear just this hiss kind of reverberate through the room. You almost feel like the room itself is screaming.
So the thing controlling her is the ooze that's inside of her. Is like this the parasites that spider things that we've been fighting all before.
You're not quite sure what to make of this. You could roll knowledge in this, get a better idea of it.
It's almost like some sort of injectable toxin.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's another word for that.
21. I rolled a 4.
What's the one?
21.
It's definitely the Apophis virus. You've encountered it enough. It definitely has the oily resemblance to everything else that's been infected by it. Except something about this one just feels a little bit more concerning. Nothing about this looks fake. It doesn't seem to be pixelated like a lot of the other memories. And even though it looks like Gizmo Girl, something tells you it's probably not.
Sure, the one time I don't have an empty vial on me. Yeah, I'm gonna just slowly back up and exit the room since I couldn't find anything earlier. Well,
Right.
not slowly,
As-
but I'm gonna be facing her and backing up till I leave the room.
As you do,
Doing
you
the
see
whole
the bot.
Chris Pratt Velociraptor thing.
Yeah.
As you do, you hear the room continue to screech and howl. You almost feel it in your bones as the body liquefies and seeps into the floor before you leave the room.
I mean, I'm still backing up and making sure I don't see any like shadow reaching out at me from on the ground.
Nothing happens to you.
Oh, I got a new helmet. For right now.
Right? And that brings us back to the room of offering. All the way to the upper right.
So, Sledgehammer and I both had 2 rooms at the second go around, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So we both get there same time.
So I assume that him and I get back around the same time, right?
Yeah.
I kind of walk in, I'm shaking my head, I'm like, did you guys anyone experience any moving entities? Not just
Yeah,
memories?
some of these memory people don't freeze when the memory freezes.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I didn't bother talking. I had a lot on my mind. I just left.
I didn't kill it,
She,
but I told it if it came at me, I was gonna attack. And then it lunged at me. It did not make it to me. But that was scary. And I assume like we're
yeah, it
walking
didn't
around
seem
the
like it wanted to talk.
Say what?
The one I met didn't seem like it wanted to talk.
Yeah, neither this one. I'm assuming like we're walking around the corner like kids in high school, and then like Freak was just standing there, and it's like, "Hey, Freak, did you experience something that did not stay frozen in your memories?"
The computer. That's about it.
Like nothing attacked you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Crazy purple gizmo girl.
I pause, look at Sledgehammer. I think he looks
I
at
love
me.
that attack like slips his mind. Oh yeah, the attack. Yeah, sure, that happened too. I guess.
She went down pretty quick.
Mainly it was the you don't need to brag. Mainly it's the computer. You know, that was the thing that stood out.
Yeah.
Not
it
this
is.
random venom dripping psycho bitch. No. The computer. Let's talk about that.
You didn't feel like giving us a heads up?
She went down easy. I figured you guys could handle her.
We're gonna have to talk to you about phrasing.
Thank you. I was trying to think about this.
Jesus Christ, I'm looking at that pillar. How bad did you have to piss?
I had to pee.
Were you a camel? Must have been pissing for 5 straight minutes.
Well, I had nothing else to do. So I figured I'd mark my territory.
I walk up to, I'm like, hey, I got a new helmet. I walk up to the one that's just holding its hands out, like begging almost. And I kind of just like set the helmet up there. I'm like, eh.
The eyes light up, and it accepts the helmet.
Oh, right, we had a job to do. I grabbed the throwing card.
I kind of like blink. I'm like, I was not expecting that to work. Okay.
I walk up to the statue that looks ready to accept the throwing card. I look at the thing one more time and just sort of wince at where I got it, and put it in the fingers. Glad to never have to touch that thing again.
you put in the throwing card, and the statue accepts it. And before you, a gateway opens behind this kind of flowing waterfall of pixels. The actual doorway opens up in the center of the room. Not to the sides, like you have been exiting from, but in the center.
Man, what timeline is this in? There's a gateway? This thing's running on a gateway. When's the last time you saw one of those?
but at least 15 years.
To be
Right.
fair, lore-wise, a lot of the stuff in here was invented by people with pretty low-tech stuff, so I mean, yeah, it might be.
I mean,
Might not be.
this is set in the 90s, and Gateway was very prominent around then.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 You'll never need more than 40 gigs of storage. I remember that line. That was
Oh,
awesome.
that's false now.
Yeah, so that was a lie.
At this moment, I remember I look around, I'm like, hey, Frequency, did anybody else come visit you?
Nope.
Really?
You guys are the first.
Okay. And with that, you hear footsteps coming from behind. Oh, hey, what's up, dweebs?
Oh, right on cue.
Hold on. Before anything else happens. Let me check my stuff here. Gotta make sure I get these rolls right. Sneak. Bonus.
So anyways, I
3.
started blasting.
And then I get another 2 bonus for that. So that actually gives me a plus 12. Perfect. Okay. I am using sneak speed.
All right.
You get any bonus for being just super pumped? Like you've been waiting for this?
Well, I personally, I'm pretty pumped, but I don't think so. I mean, he wouldn't have known.
Does a 22 beat whatever your stealth rating is?
I'm using sneak speed. That gives me a bonus, not gives him a bonus.
Yeah, I'm just casting perception, passive perception.
I rolled a 19.
I thought passive perception was just a standard number.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have to beat his passive perception.
Yeah.
Okay, right, yeah. Okay, not bad. You beat it then.
Sweet. I stab him right in the fucking leg.
Your knife kind of hits, kind of goes whoosh. It's a laser dagger, and before launching any further, you
No. See, I'm not using my laser dagger. I'm using Barracuda's dagger because I don't want him to blow up my dagger. And I know he has the power to just destroy shit. So I'm stabbing him with Barracuda's dagger. It's a little shitty because Barracuda did give it to me, but it's better than losing my laser dagger.
As long as you keep the handle, you'll be fine. Like, it's still a memory.
I'll tell her how much helpful it was. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that dagger really made my fucking day.
Barracuda's dagger does unfortunately kind of just go away as soon as it gets within stabbing range.
Can I roll? I don't want to do a lot of damage, okay? Don't get me wrong. I just want to hit him. So can I roll, like, power or hit or whatever to see if I even hit him?
Just want him to feel it.
I'll let you try to... Yeah, roll power effect. Just roll it instead of treating it like a save.
Okay. Power effect is +6. Come on. Unnatural 20.
Nice.
He actually doesn't react. He almost seems a little surprised. He's just like... Doesn't look at you, Frequency. He's just like, what's everybody staring at?
Damn it. I was really hoping to make an Apple speech about how I told you I was going to fucking do that. So I just flip him off and turn around. Just like, you fucker, flip him off and walk away.
Fucking moron, do you really think I'm gonna turn this power off?
Well, you probably should, dipshit. But,
Well, whatever that was. Looks like there's a new door open over here, so that's cool.
yeah. You should still probably leave.
Fuck no. Actually, I don't even know why you guys are here.
Rescue your sister, dipshit. I told you that.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh yeah.
You kind of cut out right at the beginning there, and I just want to make sure I didn't
said
hear the wrong
Rescue your sister, dipshit. We told you that. Or I told you that.
word. Okay, I didn't hear the rap part of that, so it had a very different context.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. That's right. Roll perception frequency.
Okay.
You too, Sledge. Sparkstorm too. Everybody roll perception.
What did I do?
Perception plus 7.
It's not always a bad thing to have to roll that.
An 18.
A 7.
Unnatural 20 again.
Frequency, you're the closest to him, and you definitely see, like, there's almost no color in his face. He almost looks a little lightheaded as you're talking to him. You kind of see him sway a little bit as he talks.
I stab him with my throwing dagger.
The effect is the same.
If he looks weak, I'm gonna go for it. I'm just saying, if he's all woozy, I'm going for it.
The effect is the same.
Stabbable there.
The dagger disappears again. He's just like, he raises his finger to you like it were a gun. He's just, okay, you're really starting to piss me off.
Smile and I go, can you blame me?
No. Well, it's you and every other hero so far has been had it out for me. I shouldn't be surprised.
Hey. No. I just promised you that if I saw you anymore in this damn realm, especially after that fucker put a hole in your shoulder, I would stab you. Trying to keep my promise.
Maybe someday, but not now.
Oh, well, just you wait. I will stab your ass. But
Wait.
it's not because I might got it out for you. I just want to stab you.
Wait, this guy's a hero? And I'm pointing at frequency.
You know, maybe not. He just says, and he begins to step forward. And you guys are lucky I'm in a good mood. I'm about to get out of this place too.
I don't think that's the out.
I casually grab the helmet off the altar.
The gateway closes up.
Damn it. I inspect it. Well, I wanted to inspect the helmet. I didn't necessarily want to close the gateway. I was hoping that once it got unlocked, like it would stay open and I could keep that, you know, comic book, the signed comic book of Sledgehammer Disco. But in the meantime, I'm going to inspect this and see if this is a useful helmet to me.
Yeah, roll perception.
Can I also see if, since it is Gadget Man's, can I also roll a tech after that and see if there's like built-in tech in here?
Yeah, I'm having you roll perception. If it's high enough, I'll let you roll it
Oh,
after
okay.
that.
A 19.
You get a roll tech.
A natural 20.
It seems to be an incredibly advanced helmet with all sorts of features built in. You can tell the optics of the visor itself can do night vision, X-rays, thermal. Itself is incredibly durable and lightweight.
Now I want to keep it.
It's got a giant G emblazoned into the front of the forehead.
Oh, never mind. I I'm assuming villain is gonna notice the gateway closed. If he turns around, I'm sitting there trying to like rub off the big G, see if I can.
Yeah, he's kind of watching you with his hands out, like, what the fuck, you know?
Meanwhile, I'm just
Hey,
sitting there
man.
trying to like rub off the G, be like, maybe I can put a different letter on there.
Just put that damn thing back in there.
Huh? What?
I saw you. Put it back.
So what? I just was inspecting the helmet that I found.
Okay. That obviously closed the gate.
It did? I look up. Oh. That's a setting.
And he just crosses his arms and taps his foot. He's just like, put it back.
But I want to keep it.
He raises his hand up and blasts where the gate used to be. And the wall kind of bursts into this weird hodgepodge of pixels before closing it back up again. Like, he just looks at you, just like, I can't make it open again.
Sure you could. You take a trip in the memories and go grab one of the other items. That's what we had to do.
Look, I'm not your errand boy. If you don't put it back,
I'm
I'll
not
make
yours
you.
either.
All right. He kind of just darts right at you. Roll reflex.
Wah, wah, 17.
As you're preparing for somebody to run up to you, it's like a flash of light. He's right next to you. He's grabbing the helmet and he puts it right back into the pedestal.
A question. If he's got his stupid anti-everything matter on, wouldn't he destroy the helmet?
Not if he deactivates it right when
But
he's about to grab
He
something.
literally just said he's not turning it off. So if I see him holding the helmet and not melting it, I throw a dagger at him.
Okay,
Can I
yeah.
resist him grabbing it from me?
That would give me a bonus for throwing it at him because he's currently fighting Sparkstorm as well.
Sparkstorm, roll fortitude.
15, yay!
That's actually not bad.
I only get a +3.
You hold tight onto the helmet, and he doesn't pull it out quite in time. Frequency, roll hit.
Do I get advantage because he's occupied?
You get disadvantage because this is a spur of the moment thing.
I'm always spur of the moment. Come on, man.
I just want to delay him like a second or two, not I'm not trying to like stop him from grabbing it. I'm just like just not letting him take it free nilly out of my hand.
Plus 10. 2d20 plus 10. Fuck you!
He
A nat 20 and a nat 1. How can you
retracts his hand
That's
just
bullshit.
in time.
That is bullshit.
He
That's
retracts his
bullshit.
hand just in time to prevent getting stabbed.
Oh.
And he just glares at you, Frequency.
Bullshit. That's such bullshit. How the hell do I have disadvantage on a throw against the guy and he doesn't even know I'm there throwing at him? Unfair. I had a nat 20 and a nat 1. That's bullshit.
I think for the first time it hits Sledge that we're the people trying to save the world right now. And I'm not sure how I feel about our odds. It's just looking at all of this nonsense. It's just like, oh, shit.
Wait.
He points his finger.
Go ahead.
points his finger at you, Frequency.
He misses.
This. All right. You see a ray of light kind of just pass right by your foot. You raise it up right in time, reflexively.
Flip him off again. I'm gonna flip you off because that's bullshit. Come on.
And he just says, "Fuck you guys." And he leaves.
Hold on. He can't get away that quickly.
He just destroys time and space and walks through it.
He's about to walk away.
He's walking through the gateway. When he grabs the helmet and puts it on, I walk over to the one with the comic book as he's walking to the gateway, and I say, "Hold up, 1 second." And I pull out the comic book that's in there, roll it up, put it in my pocket, pull a different one out, and put that one in there.
Which one did you put in?
One from the date.
One from the date?
One that I had in my pocket before we came in this world.
Do you know what issue it was? What it was about?
Two comic books from the date. One from Stat X Bust, and then Devilish Destroyer, hero or villain. I think those are the two.
Okay, which one do you put in first?
I don't care.
All right, you put
Devilish Destroyer, sure.
You put it in, and it works.
Sorry. This is a signed copy. I wanted to keep this one, so I didn't want you to be halfway through the gateway and get caught, you know? Trying to look out for you. I'm saying that to
He
Bill.
kind of just rolls his eyes, just like, okay. So are we going to the next room?
Yeah, follow him through the gateway.
Same.
All right. you all go through the gateway and once again find yourselves transported to a series of memories.
And we have villain with us this time. All right.
All right. For you, Frequency. You did go through the gate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, kind of like you getting up from the ground, you feel a bit disheveled, like you went through the ringer, and you stand up and you see Killjoy. It's obviously Killjoy in his iconic. See him standing over the bodies of several people around you, each of them wearing unusual outfits. Were they heroes or villains? Your memory is too foggy to tell. But you do know that you were fighting them and losing till the clown arrived. He killed them. This guy, he's breathing heavily. His armor's badly damaged, you notice. You again, your voice says. Why are you helping me? Helping you? Oh, hold on. Helping you? I just heard a killer party and didn't want to. You get up and look at him. Come on, do you always have to talk like that? It's called being thematic. And he gestures at himself. Just look at me. What theme, man? We nearly died. I don't even know where Kane is. Capes and tights kids. Kid, we're heroes. Heroes and villains. That's the name of the play. And your friend, he has ended his performance in this act. You glare at Killjoy, and you aim your fingers at him like it were. He throws up his arms. Relax! I just mean he ran away. But it won't be that simple for you now. You discovered a new party trick. And now it's time to perform on a bigger stage. Perform? Why should I listen to anything you say? It won't matter one way or another for you. Walking away from this isn't an option.
To the heroes, you're too dangerous to ignore. You're the boogeyman to them. A new super villain. Fuck off. Worst thing I've done is sell some drugs. I'm not worth anybody's time. Even the cops ignore me with all the crazy stuff going on in this city. Oh. But the finale of tonight's act is about to begin. You'll see for yourself. If you don't take matters into your own hands, the heroes will keep coming. This was just the beginning. Killjoy then disappears into a cloud of smoke, confetti, and as you cough and wave away at the smoke, you hear footsteps echo from the alley. You squint your eyes to see it's a woman. Wait, Kane's mom? What are you doing here? The woman's hair swirls up, and her clothes flutter about as if surrounded by a sudden wind. Her eyes glow red as she weaves a series of hand signs. You feel your legs and arms bound by unseeable shackles as she approaches. This was Miss Edenson. Kane said his mother was never home, but you've seen her here and there, and if she is a hero, that would explain why she was never around. Foul villain. A sense of darkness is in... I sense the darkness in this one. Let the exorcism begin, she says. Geez, all I did was sell your kid some drugs. Oh, so this is what the clown was talking about. Heroes don't kill, though, right? I don't need to fight back. She'll beat me up. I'll maybe spend a few days in jail, maybe. I didn't do anything wrong. Hold on, what's she doing? You realize. You see her hands turn into claws and horns sprout from her head. A wicked grin spreads upon her face. Oh. I gotta put you on a map for this, Frequency. My bad. You're down here. Okay. You see a wicked grin spreads upon her face. To prevent the prophecy of destruction, I must end you. And you see her kind of morph from this into this.
Yeah, I remember her from the last dimension.
You feel a sense of dread and your body acts before you realize. Your vision blurs. Next thing you notice, you're back to standing over her body. You can't recall exactly what happened, but you notice that there's a hole in her stomach. Did you kill her? No, you know she's still breathing. Slightly. I almost killed her. But what's that feeling? When I fought back, I felt something. Star Force, a word rings in your head. You feel like you've gotten stronger. You hear police sirens blare out and you flee the scene. You're back in control, Frequency.
Can I grab her apple?
Yeah, you can grab the apple. I wasn't expecting you to go straight for that. Roll perception.
Why wouldn't I go straight for that? It's a big part of her little minifig thingy. What's my perception again? I always forget what my perception is. Doo-doo-doo. 7. 13.
It's kind of mushy. Feels kind of gross and rotten.
Put it in her chest cavity.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nothing happens. The body kind of just jumbles into like a pixelation and stuff.
Damn. I really thought that would do something. It's all mushy and rotten, so I'm not gonna bite it. I'm not that crazy of a character. Can I see anything of Victor's? Anything on the ground? Any scraps of clothing maybe that he might have lost in the fight that he didn't even realize he had?
roll perception.
Because I remember her, she's not weak. So even if you went on, damn it, net one, 7 or 8 total.
The alleyway is too dark for you to make out anything.
Pocket the apple and walk out.
All right.
Now you have a rotten, bloody apple. A bloody,
Yep.
rotten apple. There we go.
Yep.
And then Sparkstorm.
So we're not going as a group. We're going to individual memories.
Yeah, again, you guys are almost separated in a way.
Well, good. At least if anything, if the last time was any clue, Villain's probably not going to make it to Gizmo Girl.
He doesn't seem to be good at getting around this place. All right. Sparkstorm. You see yourself on this map. Let me move you over. I'm going to ping it and you can move it. Give me a second. Over here, let me reveal the map.
School. Why do you have two villains on here?
One's younger, one's older.
No, the
One has a... Oh. He was on that map and I couldn't find him, so I just respawned his sprite somewhere else. It's not a deeper reason than that.
yeah, I kind of figured.
Right, so you find yourself at the Century City's school playground, the high school playground. And you see that the other students are all trying to avoid you. You're shouting, "Guys, it's me!" You plead. But
I assume the area is very familiar to me, right?
oh yeah.
Okay.
This place seems super familiar. Season-wise, if you want to know, you can roll perception to figure out, small details about when this might have happened.
Later.
All right.
I'm more interested in what's going on right now.
Okay. As you're pleading for the other kids to acknowledge you and remember you, roll perception.
You're gonna make me roll it anyways.
It's for a different thing, but yeah.
25.
Right, you hear whispers. You hear whispers from the other kids. What is it? Some kind of werewolf? Maybe this thing is trying to eat us. We need to call heroes, call the cops. You hear whispers in the distance. Those clothes, did it eat? ... I wrote that out. And then you turn to one of the other kids. You remember him. He's short and chubby. You call his name. Ben! Ben, it's me! You know me, right? And you see this guy over here. He steps back. He looks nervous. I don't remember ever seeing you. But then he stops and he begins to approach. What's your name? Much to your frustration, you can't recall. And then you run away as you realize you can't even answer such a basic question. And as you're leaving, you notice people are throwing things at you on your way out. And you regain control. This was actually what you see once you regain control. It was all from the perspective of this.
What's the size comparative to me? Like my height? A little shorter?
Yeah, he's a little shorter than you.
I want to inspect closely. Just like kind of peer in, like, Who are you? What happened to you? Type of thingy magiggers.
All right. You get closer and we'll roll knowledge because you're getting a good look at him.
35.
The clothes seem familiar, but nothing about the face does. He's wearing a purple hoodie, purple pants. His height. You know that you've seen a kid wearing what he wears, his size, but you can't recall a name or a face. Not due to a lack of knowledge, but you feel like there's something blocking you from recalling that knowledge.
Now I want to try to figure out what time frame this is in.
All right.
Was I at school during this point in time?
Yeah. You could tell by the seasons and stuff. You were probably spending your time in study hall.
But yeah, the trees are the right height. That like I was actually at the school at the same time this person was.
Yep.
Are they familiar enough for me to be like I was in classes with this person?
Well, he does feel like you've known him, looking at him. And you do recall around this time hearing a scare of one of the animal people coming into the school. Oh, actually, no, hold on. I'm getting my timeline mixed up. This is actually a little bit after you guys met with Frequency. So this was actually during the that little school arc after Neptunia.
Oh. Yeah, I was a little distracted. Oh, I'm kind of like bewildered in myself, like I'm like if I'm focused on this person, it must be important to why I'm here. Can I think of Lord Anubis? I just can't think of the kid's name. Okay.
Yeah, you could think of Anubis. Anubis sounds right to you.
I'm like, this must be Anubis. Wait, he was in my school? Weird. I don't know what's going on anymore. I want to see if he has anything in his pocket. Is he frozen? Everything's frozen now?
Yeah.
I want to see if there's anything in his pockets.
All right. You reach up, go towards to inspect his pockets and roll perception.
That bitch shows up again.
You don't feel anything in the pockets,
14.
but you do. Oh, 14? Okay, you could tell if he's got something a bit too big to fit in pockets inside of the inside lining of the jacket.
What is it?
You pull it out to see it's a comic book about the adventures of you and Frequency.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah.
I'd take a minute to sit down and look at it. I don't think I've seen this one yet.
You take some time, and it's you guys fighting people on the streets, street thugs and stuff. You guys are fighting some guy who shoots lasers out of his eyes. I'm gonna think of some of the other adventures you guys got into.
I'm just thinking, I'm like, wow, I did not realize we're this famous. Well, be damned. And then I, like, okay. I sign it just for my own funness. Sign it Sparkstorm. In, like inside the back cover, and then I put it back in his jacket.
Aw. Right. And with that, you also do notice Biff down here. Not your favorite classmate trying to throw something at him. You can leave the room if you want.
What's he throwing at him?
Looks like a soccer ball.
If I can, I want to just move the soccer ball above Biff's head and be like, I don't think it'll actually work, but maybe if this hits play when I leave, then it'll hit him instead.
All right. You move the soccer ball in place, and it holds.
Cool. And then I'll head on out. Kind of looking back at this one in a little fondness, but same mixture of bewilderment.
All right. And as you leave, you kind of just see a few fragmented memories of Anubis flow through you. You see him wandering around cyberspace. You're not sure how you got from point A to point B, but now his perspective is here in cyberspace. You hear him questioning, how did I get here? Nobody cares that I look like this? And you see several guards approach, guns raised, before the memory transitions again. You're sitting upon a throne. You've gotten rid of the guy who was ruling this place earlier. You're the hero of this place. You saved them from a tyrant, but you can't remember who you saved them from. You have this power, the power to make people forget. You've erased the bad guy's name from the memories of people of this realm, and now you're all they know.
Is this the same memory, or did it transition to a different one?
It transition, you're kind of getting this string of memories.
Oh, okay.
Time goes by as you get used to your new role as a savior of this realm. Till one day you hear, "Sir, the intruder has broken through our defenses. They're approaching." And then you see somebody coming through the main gate. You say, "What do you want with the great and mighty Anubis?" "Wait, you're a girl?" And you recognize her as Gizmo Girl, and she hovers into the throne room. "No more games. I've come to end this." And she kind of spaces out. She clutches her head and her eyes widen upon looking at you. She drops her device. It's a gridometer, and she looks confused. "Is something wrong?" you say. Yes, I actually forgot what I came here for," she says. "Oh, you feel yourself blush." Ask, "Well, maybe you could hang out for a while?" Sure, I guess. I have nothing better to do, I suppose," she says. And with that, I guess I'll place you in a room. Since, yeah, all the way over here. Let me open it. Oh, I gotta turn into a map layer. There we go. All right, and with that, you see, let me move him down here. And you look around and you see that the room kind of looks like an invaded throne room. You know, things are strewn aside. Some statues have been demolished. This place has not been fixed. And roll knowledge.
31.
You see the statues in the room, heavily disfigured, practically destroyed. Their pixels discombobulating. And you recall seeing statues like that earlier. Some of them were being replaced by Anubis statues. Some of them were still there, disfigured, in the middle of being, disassembled. You piece together that this probably actually wasn't that long after Anubis has taken over this realm, and he was just in the middle of getting rid of any traces of the old god of this realm.
Oh. No. Peculiar.
And with that, actually the scene kind of just discombobulates and fades. And we're going to go to Sledgehammer Disco. Actually have something different for you. A second. All right, Sledge. You wind up. Give me a second. Bada bing, bada boom. Yep. You actually wind up in this same looking room that Sparkstorm's in, except Sparkstorm's not there. You see Bob and Gunshow are inside. They entered the tower with you guys. You haven't seen them since.
Not sure I'll be able to look Gunshow in the eye.
But as you walk in, you see there are bodies, carcasses of infected laying all around. You know, things like that. Things like that. And you see Gunshow, he's almost blubbering as he's beating, a carcass over the head with a gun. And you see Bob kind of doing the same, just stamping. Roll perception.
Yeah, okay. Must be low on ammo. That is a 9.
You're wondering what all the fuss is about.
I'm assuming it's the creepy bugs. Like, I'm not a fan of them either. I would rather, shoot them with a gun than beat them with it, but, you run out of bullets. What are you going to do?
Rule number
All right.
Rule number 2, double tap.
Double tap. And Gunshow and Bob both kind of just look at you. You can see they're looking rough. Bob's got kind of black ooze dripping from his joints. Gunshow's gun has like all sorts of crap leaking from it. He's covered in all.
What the hell happened to you guys?
We were wondering what happened to you guys. Room after room. Those things. I got so full of gunked up shit it can't shoot no more. My sweet Shogun. It's gonna take forever to clean you out.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, you do take your time with that.
PTSD.
Yeah, just fucking say it. How about you, Bob? Let's talk to you. How are you doing? God.
I am clearly suffering from the earliest signs of infection. Probably will not be long now until my consciousness is no longer here.
Oh, please don't tell me
How
we have
much
to
time do you think
ordeal
you
of that.
have?
And yet, my processors seem surprisingly resilient compared to that of my comrades. At this stage, I should not be able to speak coherently. And yet, here I am.
How long do you think you have, Bob?
Well, ordinarily, I would say I would be at your throat right now, but given that that hasn't happened yet, I adjust my predictions. Perhaps a day.
Well, I'm happy you're doing all right.
Me
Got
too.
nothing for this. Yeah, I've got nothing for this. I have no way to help you, bud.
Can you show me the way out?
Yeah. When you got to this room, what was happening?
Well, our hairy friend over here was fighting a bunch of those infected, and I decided to join him.
Good call. Was there any sort of associated narrative?
I did see the beginnings of my creation.
Ah. Yeah, that'd be rough. I wouldn't want to see my own birth either.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
It seems as if the one who was before Anubis was much worse. Though I cannot recall their name. Like toys we were to him. It. And his he kind of just like pauses a little bit as he thinks about it. The memories were not coherent.
All right. Well, let's I mean, I usually just leave when this is all played out, and it looks like it's all played out. If y'all have learned the lessons you need to learn from here, let's just sort of dip.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not really clear on how this place works. I just leave when I'm done with the room, and it sort of just goes away.
That's a sound suggestion.
I just start walking off.
You hear Gunshow kind of like sobbing as he follows you. And yeah, you hear the robotic clinking of Bob as he's behind you too, and you walk off into the next room.
You know what, Bob? You lead the way. The stuff you said, I'm not sure I want you behind my back.
That's probably a good call. He steps around to walk in front of you. And walks off into the, well, next room. It's all
Onward
pixelated.
to weirder things.
Yes, upward and onward to weirdness. And beyond. Alright, and I did have one more thing before very, very, very next room. No, all of you, all three of you, actually converge into this room. Give me a second. Right here. The dark alleyway again. The three of you. Frequency.
Yeah.
This room.
I don't wanna.
Come, friend.
I think I am in that room. Isn't Disco on top of me? No. Where's my little dude?
There he is. Can you move him?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so all three of you kind of have this group perception. You guys don't have control of yourselves just yet. Frequency, first of all, before you see anything,
you see one of your own memories. In it, you were an inexperienced hero who had chosen to team up with another group of heroes. They were Vincent Grayson and Benjamin Bright. But as crime fighters, they were known as Hero and Cape Commando. Despite the less than creative names and seemingly having no powers themselves, they were eager to make a difference and help fight against powered villains. Something was always off about one of them. Hero never attended school, and his home seemed empty of furnishing. What little you did know of the man called Hero is that he was Victor Virtue before leaving Century City and moving to Brightsville in middle school. He had just recently moved back to Century City, and now that he has returned, his ties to the friends he left seem complicated. Victor seemingly resented Vincent Grayson. But Benjamin Bright practically never left Hero's side. The last you saw of Hero in your world was him fighting Villain, just before the facility they were battling in exploded, seemingly taking the two of them out. As for Benjamin Bright, in your world, you read a news clipping of Cape Commando being killed. As far as you know, though, it doesn't match up with this current timeline, where Benny is just a normal kid attending school. And the only time you've seen Hero was in Neptunia, apprehending Red Ray. He didn't declare himself to be Hero, but he definitely looked just like him. And this time, he had some unusual powers. You recall all of that frequency.
Not to, well, actually, yes, to correct you. In my world, I actually saw Hero a lot, and Benjamin was dead because when we were playing back then, one of our co-players, who I'm not going to name because we're actually online, killed Villain, but Hero lived. So we interacted with Hero a bunch, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to save Villain, because I always regretted that choice.
Oh.
So
Okay.
we interacted with Hero a bunch, and Benjamin turned out to be some sort of ghost apparition that Hero created with his Star Force, because the real Benjamin died as a kid.
I don't remember how much of that I stated outright, but if that's what you remember.
Yeah, you stated all of that outright.
Well,
why do you think when I found out that the guy who's Hero, I can't remember his actual name, is dead, that I asked if Benjamin, what Benjamin was up to? Because I'm assuming that Benjamin is doing the same thing that Hero did in my dimension, creating a ghost-like apparition of his best friend.
Wow, my memory's bad. Well, let's see if things line up at all with what happens next. Right. All of you see the body of a hero bleeding on the ground. He's a young, athletic-looking young man. He's wearing a dark outfit. He's wearing a domino mask. You kind of just look up and see a killer step backwards and flee into the shadows. And you hear from your mouth, No, no, Vinny. You were supposed to be a hero. This can't be happening. And the scene morphs. And you look down at a shattered piece of glass. The image reflected back is the face of the dead body you just saw. But he's alive. His face is resolute. And you look back at the body that was on the ground.
Very
You see something different. It's Benjamin Bright. Cape Commando. Dead. And you hear from your mouth, I'll make things right, Benny. You feel a tear roll down your cheek. I'm a hero, damn it. I'll make things right. And then as you regain control, you hear, all of you are in the room, you just hear nod again. What could it mean?
And you see this guy kind of stroll into the room. You guys are all in control of yourselves.
So we just saw Benjamin sacrifice his life to save Hero.
You're not sure what you saw.
Meta-wise, we just saw Benjamin sacrifice his life to save Hero.
You saw Hero's dead body turn into Benjamin Bright's dead body.
Yeah, okay, cool. And Benjamin is still hanging out at school with Sparkstorm.
Yeah, as far as you remember.
Cool. So they're doing it again. Cool. I'm just putting pieces together in my head because it'll help me with the whole thing with villain and all that jazz. Though it seems a bit different this time, it's still similar. Okay. Well,
Do I recognize the kid on the ground?
Yeah, I would say roll knowledge, but you couldn't possibly roll low enough to fail. It's clearly Benjamin Bright wearing a cheap costume.
Oh, hey, it's Ben. Benny. What's he doing here?
The guy kind of...
Whose memory are we in?
if I had to guess, it's a mixture of Benjamin's and Vincent. Vincent. It's Victor Virtue and Vincent Whatnot.
Grayson.
There it is. Yep. Yeah. I'd imagine it's a combination of those two.
Is the other guy like walking around or?
Yeah, he's walking around. He's kind of just pacing. Why do I see this again? Why am I still here?
Oh, so he's actually here. Hey, hi! I wave at him.
He looks at you. Oh. Tell me, have we beaten Anubis yet?
Oh, you're stuck.
Shit. Well, I'll leave you to it then. He says a bit awkwardly.
I kind of look at him and I go, Sparkstorm, how'd you get Victor stuck? And I say Victor's name very loudly. How'd you get Victor unstuck from his memory?
Told him quit being stupid. Focus on something besides the memory he's looking at right now.
Does Vincent react to me saying Victor's name?
Yeah, he stops mid-stride and he kind of just turns around and he just looks at you. It's like, you said Victor?
Yeah, Victor Virtue, aka Villain.
God damn it, what is he doing here?
Probably the same thing you are.
Not listening, that's what he's doing here.
Yeah, that too. Guy's a fucking dick.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He hasn't been the same since I got back to Century City.
Well,
It's not-
I respect his unwillingness to be stabbed.
Got a point there. I can't argue that. I look at Vincent and I go, well, considering you're supposed to be dead, yeah, I'm sure he's probably a little fucked in the head over it.
Well, I'm not. I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're real or Benny's real. I'll figure it out sooner or later, though.
Saying you're not and you're here is not very convincing. Not gonna lie. And I'm saying this with like the most sincerity that a high school or 16-year-old can say to an adult who's talking stupid.
And as an overly cocky 20-year-old, I kind of look at the guys and I go, oh yeah, in my dimension, and I explain how I know that Vincent created a ghost of Benny. And all of this really loud so Vincent can hear that, I know about his powers. While I'm just kind of ignoring his ass and talking to my group.
So
he kind of just overhears all that, and he kind of throws his hands up in the air and just says, "I don't know anything about that."
What was that roll
Just-
for?
Bluff.
Oh, yeah, that would have probably beat anything. Well, it would have to beat my perception.
Yeah, I think so. Unless you have bluff detection.
No, I do not. Yeah, that beats me pretty hard.
so
Says,
go ahead.
so I take it you guys are come here to save the universe, cyberspace from Anubis, right? Just like
No.
me? No?
Nope.
Yeah,
Well,
sure you haven't.
Sparkstorm kind of joins me because for some reason he likes hanging out with me. Disco, we kind of met here. Me, I came to save Gizmo Girl. I got no trucking with saving the universe.
I mean, he's the first. I pointing the freak. He's the first one I could be my new self around. Really, I'm kind of growing on this guy, and I point to Sledgehammer. He's pretty groovy guy.
And these two just are the closest I have to a way home. I kind of just ended up here. You wouldn't happen to have like a Norton antivirus CD laying around. Bob's sick.
Yeah,
I don't want to think about how we give him a CD.
After Sledgehammer says his little thing, I look at Vince and I go, "Yeah, we're really not heroes like you, dude. No, not at all. I'm closer to villain. Sparkstorm, he's pretty okay. And Disco's a cop, so maybe the closest to you. But he seems to drink a lot."
He kind of just
Caught
raises.
me on an off week.
Wouldn't you if you woke up here?
Yeah.
He kind of just raises his eyebrow and just says, "Well, since you haven't fought Anubis yet, just going to hope for the best. Don't want to. Everybody roll perception."
Before he does whatever he wants to do, if I have a chance, I do want to say, if you can do anything while you're here, make sure Victor's dumbass gets out of here before he ends up dead. I rolled a 10.
Nat
7.
20 or 27.
Sparkstorm, you hear kind of just mutter under his breath, "Don't want to fuck up the timeline again. Gotta get out of here."
The time traveling Vincent, that's a new one. I don't know that. Frequency doesn't know that, but I do. Did he react to my save Victor, motherfucker?
If he did, he wasn't letting you see it because he turned away from you.
Okay.
But he can't leave that quickly.
Oh, villain did. Why can't he?
I'm not done talking to him.
Oh, okay. Well, as he's walking off,
Go, hey, whoa, before you go.
he stops.
Is Benny dead? Or is he alive in our world? This hurts my brain. I'm still trying to figure this out.
Kind of go. You're supposed to be the smart one.
Yeah, I'm just not
And-
interdimensional smart, okay? If I can rebuild a mech from nothing, I don't know how this dimensional travel works.
Benny's
Trapped in
not
some
dead.
sort of oscillating overlap multiverse.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I haven't had time to sit down and think about it yet.
Yeah, leave that shit to the thinkers.
He just says, "No, he's not dead. He's in high school. Saw him right before we came here."
I kind of look at him and I go, "Saw him or created him?" Wink, wink.
Look, I don't know what you're getting at, but everything here is it's part of somebody's memory. It doesn't necessarily mean it's happening right now. And since he hasn't died, nobody can remember him dying, so he's
Well, clearly
fine.
you do.
At that part, I'm kind of like, sure, I believe you. Did we just get recruited someone else who's coming to the new base, or is he going off on his own?
He's going off on his own.
Okay, good. Crowd, kind of getting more than a crowd here. Whatever happened? Did Gunshow and Bob follow you, or did they get teleported somewhere else?
I
just
led the
think they're.
way.
I think maybe they'll show up at the end. Maybe. I'm not so sure about Bob.
Bob's got the drip. Fucking gun shows, Junk's all crusty. They're both having a bad time.
Metal.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I saw it, so I'm letting you guys know.
Oh,
They're both having a bad time. If
This
we
is
could
one of your
do
visions?
something about the virus. Yeah, I just ran into them a room ago.
Huh.
Bob's dripping. He seems surprised he's not trying to kill us, which is concerning. But yeah, didn't try to shoot me once, so we're good, I think. And gun show's gun is just full of gunk. So hopefully that thing doesn't develop a mind of its own. Yeah, that's all I got.
I don't know what else to take from this room. I feel like whenever we get to a stable spot, we should all talk about what we just saw because it was weird.
Yeah, group therapy session.
Yeah. And then
Well-
I'm like, yeah, we should let's head on out.
You guys did notice that as soon as you took your eyes off of the body and returned focus to it, it seems to kind of fade away. It's once again an empty alleyway as you guys are leaving.
Is there a little glimmer, a little sparkle of something that fell behind, like in an RPG that, you know? I inspect this spot, see if there's a little key item that fell behind.
Sorry,
self.
I don't
Check
don't
the
actually-
pockets before they disappear.
I don't actually have any loot for you. But that does bring us to dun dun dun.
Black.
Well, not quite.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
As you guys move on to the next room,
What?
you see kind of this giant towering city of servers sprawling out before you. And please tell me you don't see anything you're not supposed to see.
I just see servers.
Oh, now I see stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I think I saw fucking Rodan for a second, but I'm gonna ignore that.
All right. And you see just legions of infected Apophis monsters crawling around the servers, biting away at them. The towers are so high, like some of them look like flies despite being the size of cars. And seated at the center of it is, well, this is going to be kind of weird. I'm going to reveal this to you because from your perspective, you see this kind of Anubis mech, the head of it peeking up from a whole bunch of servers kind of like at your eye level.
That's not a friendly doggy.
And the path leading up to it is swarming with Apophis bugs. And ba ba ba. The music's going to change. Nope. It's one I've been waiting to whip out for a while. Give me a second. Yeah, here we go. There we go. You guys have finally found the center of the labyrinth of memories. And you see the giant mech that Anubis had sort of warped and built out of the giant mech that the moderators were using. It's connecting to all the servers stemming from its body. And, well, once we return, you'll make your march towards it and begin battle. It's a little sudden, I know.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
Sledge's just happy that we've gone from like multiverse wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff to like, oh, giant robot that we can fight. Okay, this I understand. I can wrap my head around this.
This makes sense.
A little nervous how we're gonna fight several giant bugs and giant robots, and we've only got one miniaturized robot that I don't know if Sparkstorm even wants to use.
I vote for. We just crossed into this this room. I say we go back to the saves point in the room just before, and we have our little therapy session. get our confidence up, and then we can.
See this giant neck. Oh, 1 second. It's just like back out the door.
You telling me you've never done that in RPG? Like you walk in, you see the boss about to be ahead. Let me go back and like make sure I have everything equipped that I need.
Like,
to.
oh shit, this isn't the bathroom. My bad.
What's it from Eurotrip? This isn't where I parked my car. Oh yeah, this isn't the bathroom.
You're Dark Souls. Oh, that next room is way too big. Where's the next bonfire? Definitely a boss fight in there.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a pretty tall order to get a mulligan on that.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the culmination of all these memories. You know, kind of giving some exposition for kind of how things came to be the way they are. There were some obscure things there, I hope, you know, got revealed and explained in a way that didn't feel too ham-fisted. But yeah, that was this session of Powerless. Find out how our heroes deal with Anubis. Next time on Powerless. That was me wrapping it up. Yay!
Giant robot fight. Let's go.
Oh man. Yeah, this is just going to be a big final arc fight. This is the end right here, guys.